Roanoke.
The colony of Roanoke. It is an enigma in the annals of American history, or perhaps more fittingly, a black hole of bewilderment, swirling with the kind of mystery that would make even the most seasoned tabloid editor blush with excitement. It's 1587, a time when the New World was a tantalizing mystery, and on the coast of what is now North Carolina, a band of English colonists, led by the ever-confident Governor John White, whose qualifications seem to have included an excess of enthusiasm and an overwhelming sense of manifest destiny, are convinced they've cracked the code of the New World. Spoiler alert, they haven't. But let's not rush ahead. As in many of history's grand narratives, the stage is set with a flourish of promise. Enter Virginia Dare. Virginia Dare wasn't just a baby born on August 18, 1587. She was the first English child born in the Americas, a veritable beacon of hope, a living symbol of new beginnings, destined to become the face of everything about to go horribly awry. So, how does this shining symbol of optimism fare? Well, she and her entire colony vanish without a trace, leaving only the cryptic word Croatoan scrawled on a post. It's the kind of clue that might make even Scooby-Doo's gang pause. Naturally, Governor White, ever the keen-eyed observer, though perhaps not keen enough, deduces that the colonists, in their infinite wisdom, have relocated to Croatoan Island. They've been gone a few months, and, with no other leads, no bodies, no signs of struggle, no written logs, he concludes it's the most logical explanation. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan, a single word that holds the key to the mystery. A colonial riddle wrapped in a fog of confusion. In a heroic leadership moment, White heads back to England to fetch reinforcements, only to find himself caught in the delightful global inconvenience known as the Anglo-Spanish War. When he finally returns in 1590, what does he see? The colony went without a trace, its houses standing as eerie monuments to the vanished. There are no people, no clues, no explanations. The mystery deepens. Now, let's talk speculation. Because, of course, why let facts get in the way of wild conjecture? Reports began trickling in from Jamestown years later, suggesting that European-looking individuals lived among Native American tribes. Could it be the settlers, those intrepid, adaptable souls, somehow become part of the local tribes? Or perhaps they met a grimmer fate, disease, starvation, or something far worse. And yet, despite centuries of armchair theorizing and finger-pointing, the truth remains as elusive as a colonist's grip on sanity in the harsh winter of the New World. As the years go by, Roanoke slowly fades into the background of the burgeoning English colonies, overshadowed by the more successful Jamestown settlement of 1607. Roanoke, meanwhile, lingers in the public consciousness like an outdated Facebook status, mostly forgotten, but with just enough lingering interest to keep it alive. Enter George Bancroft, historian extraordinaire, who, in 1834, dusts off the Roanoke story with a flourish of historical drama that propels it into the realm of folklore. Suddenly, Virginia Dare isn't just a forgotten infant, she's the quintessential symbol of America's mythic birth. Pioneers, dreams, tragedy, and an alarming number of questionable decisions. This is when Roanoke goes from lost cause to icon, making an indelible mark on the collective imagination. The Roanoke story, with its profound significance in American history, weighs heavily on our understanding of the nation's early days. After all, who doesn't love a good mystery involving vanished colonists and an ambiguous interaction with indigenous peoples? It's almost too perfect. So, why revisit Roanoke today? What relevance does a colony riddled with gaps and holes hold for us? If we step back away from the existential screeching, it serves as a chilling reflection on the nature of early colonization. These first English adventurers weren't simply planting flags, they were attempting to stake a claim on a land that offered no user manual. Survival was far from guaranteed. Relations with Native American tribes were as complicated as online dating, full of potential, sure, but doomed to end in confusion, misunderstanding, and probably a few bad decisions. Roanoke is a grim reminder of how fragile the dream of empire is. It's a microcosm of colonial failure, a cautionary tale that dreams of glory often end in ruins and eerie silence, with only a single carved word left behind as a haunting remnant. And let's not forget the human cost. These were not just faceless figures swallowed by time, but real people with dreams, ambitions, and a few unfortunate miscalculations. Many hoped this whole settling in the New World thing would work out. Instead, their hopes are now buried in the shifting sands of history, with only Croatoan as a faint echo of their fate. Was it a cry of desperation or an invitation to join the locals? We'll never know. So, let's wrap this up with a flourish. Roanoke remains an eternal riddle, a reflection of our unyielding curiosity. We love mysteries. We crave answers. But the tragic disappearance of Roanoke, its ambition, failure, and utter vanishing teaches us something vital. The desire for certainty is a fragile thing. These early settlers tried to build a new world, but instead, they stumbled into a plot twist so improbable that even Hollywood would raise an eyebrow. And yet, we still talk about it. We still wonder. We still speculate. The Roanoke mystery, with its enduring allure, keeps us engaged and intrigued, always searching for that one theory that might unlock its secrets. Because isn't that the American way? Build something new, watch it crumble, and then endlessly debate the how and why as if the answer is just one theory away. Roanoke is the perfect metaphor for the American dream: hope, hard work, mystery, and the tantalizing feeling that, just maybe, you'll never quite find your way back home.
You've just endured a thrilling snippet of the RPTM podcast. We sincerely hope our comedic genius left you in stitches, and of course, we're crossing our fingers that we've also brought a tear or two to your eye. And hold on to your hats, because if your brain cells are still intact after this roller coaster, consider gracing us with a sacred thumbs up. If that's not enough, give that subscribe button a whack. We wouldn't want you to miss out on the riveting sagas we've lined up.